So on today's episode of buying a car without my wife's permission, we got a Grand Cherokee. Alright, so here we are. We do have a little bit of trouble. This shock was damaged on the accident. I don't know if the camera can show it, but this is bent in here. Like it was hitting here, but the whole shock is bent. So I'm having some issues with the air suspension. On my way here, I run like maybe half a mile, maybe a mile. The truck lift up more. Actually, right now I'm gonna eliminate the air suspension on the front. I'm gonna put two shotgun springs that I found on the junkyard. From another Jeep, just to run it and go around and see how everything else perform. Now going forward, I'm probably gonna put it back on air, or maybe I will get some coilovers. I think I will get some coilovers. I had run another Jeep before with air suspension, and it's pretty good, don't get me wrong. But I've seen a lot of problems where like leakage problem and whatnot. So right now I think the compressor is bad on this one, and you know, those parts are not really cheap. I'm gonna eliminate it now, and then I will go from there. I'm probably gonna leave it, or probably gonna put it back on if I find another compressor. But yeah, let's go for it. You can tell in here how it's all bent. I'm replacing it with this. So this is the equivalent of that, but with coil. This air shock will run higher than this. The reason why I'm doing this is because I want to run the truck or the Jeep. I want to make sure everything is good on it, and being that low, I'm not able to do it. So I'm also replacing the CV joint because it was damaged on the accident, so it's just spilling grease out like everywhere. So I'm gonna replace that and put these shocks. I think this was from a Jeep Commander. Everything is the same, so I just gotta make sure I put the right direction. This one says left, but it actually goes on the other side. So this is the one I'm using. Just gotta make sure it's the same way. I'll be installing these, and then I can run and drive it and test it. Our system is still gonna work on the back. I'm probably eliminating that later on. I just gotta put some caps on the front lines just so the air won't come out that way. This has an air, right? Has bags instead of shocks. So I purchased these from my friend, and he seems to fix this fitting. He got it from an auction. It was wrecked and whatnot, so he seems to install this fitting, but it's not the right measurements, and it's just loose in this hole right here. So I'm gonna fix it with some epoxy. You know how I am. There you have it, just enough to seal. Hopefully it stays in there. As you guys can see, I fixed that little fitting with JB Well. As long as you do it right, it will hold forever. Fix my slave cylinder, it's amazing. Fix that air hose, like the elbow, it's super good. So suspension on the back is good. However, on the front, we're still running springs. And you can see the difference. I mean, we can't see the difference in between the back and the front, right? I still have some codes, park sand service. I was getting some codes for the all-wheel drive system, four-wheel drive system. However, I did some research on internet, and I saw that a lot of people had trouble with the transfer case, transmission model, or something like that, TCM. I went and purchased it. There's one, I put it right here, and I replaced it brand new. Before that, it was a lock on four-wheel drive all the time. I couldn't turn, I couldn't do anything. Oh, there you go. Service air suspension system. That's because it's only working on the rear, not on the front. Anyway, going back to the four-wheel drive, I was able to fix it with that part. I saw some videos online and I purchased the part. I didn't check anything. They say, like, if you have trouble with the four-wheel drive that is just like stock, like you feel like the differentials are locked, to go ahead and take out the motor. There's an electric motor that engage and disengage the four-wheel drive. To take it off and turn it with a screw, I was just like, you know what, this is like not a lot of money for it, and it have a 30-day warranty that you can chip it back if it wasn't the problem. So I put it as soon as I put it and I turned the truck, it like I heard like a hit, like hard, like, and then unlock the four-wheel drive. After that, I'm able to turn side to side, super good. On this truck, this is a 2014. The TCM, it's under this cover right here. Just pull that cover and you can see it real quick. It probably took me like 10 minutes because I was just trying to make it right. Just disconnect the battery, disconnect that, unplug it, plug it back in. So far, that suspension is a little bit higher than this one. I'm running spring on the front, not on the back. The bumper, it doesn't seem to align with this. I gotta secure it in here, but even if it's flush, it doesn't seem to align right here. This is a really cheap bumper. I need to get that right there, and the bottom one, and that one. Fender, same cheap fender. I put this just because I need to fix that, but so far so good. Then it has this bit and I need to fix. It runs super good, super smooth. I did purchase the shock that it was damaged by the accident. That one is right here. The good one is right here. And this is the lower and upper control arm. So I am going to purchase a nitrogen tank, some gauges and all the parts, all the tools that I need to fill up the tank. I haven't done it before, but they say it's pretty easy. So that's going to be the next video, because I have this box coming from eBay, and that's for the S13.